Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fangirls, is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Criticism Guy 2008K Nintendo 73 2011, of course, Nintendo Anime Manga Guy 360 back again with a brand new video content for you guys to upload again to YouTube. Anyways, I felt like I just discovered one of the greatest things in the world. I think it's called movie47.com or something. I watched almost every single free movie in the universe, which was amazing. Thank God I didn't have to pay crap for it, because if I did, it would have been expensive as hell. And I probably would have went bankrupt if I did. But anyways, yeah, thank God. It's mainly all anime and stuff like that. It's usually free. It's hard to find live action ones that are free in it, because usually you got to pay like $20 out of the credit cards and all that. And I don't really have that much money with all that type of stuff. It's kind of a hassle. So hopefully, oh, and I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but it would have took up way too much of your guys' time, so I wanted to be a little bit persistent. Not really persistent. What's the word I'm looking for? I really can't even memorize the word anymore. I think consistent. That's what it was. I want to be a little consistent and real fast with these movie reviews. I haven't done one since Fury, which was about a couple weeks ago, not too long ago, but hopefully read the title up above and below, and you might have to watch the other 3 parts of this movie before you watch part 1 and 2, which I know next year is going to be part 2, but without further ado, let's begin, and hopefully this works. And it did. So Hunger Games, Mockingjay, oh man, part 1 too, because, not part 1 of this video, it might be part 1 of this video, I don't know. But of course, it stars all the people like the one that plays Katniss Everdeen, Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, and then rest in peace, of course, to Philip Seymour Hoffman. He ended up dying. And Julianne Moore is actually in this movie too. That took me by surprise a little bit. And of course, Stanley Tucci's the one that plays that really crazy, insane type of dude or whatever. That's like, he's all in the fashion. He kind of looks a little gay or anything. No offense to homosexuals. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. It's kind of like that kind of fancy awkwardness, action type of clothing that he wears, like super extremely expensive type of stuff. But anyways, yeah, and of course Donald Sutherland. Who else would be in this movie but him? He's the one that plays the evil President Snow or something like that. And I'm not going to get into too many of the spoilers. I'm just going to get into the really freaking badass, fucking amazing, most mind-blowing, epicness parts of this movie. So I'm still going to talk about the main story. So pretty much, it starts off where it starts off where it left off, like last year with the Catching Fire movie. And I know it's mainly for mostly little teenagers and stuff, but I actually enjoy the hell out of this movie because, as most of you people know, I usually do once a month, like monthly alternative media, alternative media news, like type of news, currency news, or like what's the word I'm looking for? Wild world news type of things, crazy current event type of things, but the truth shit, not the BS bullshit Fox or fucking CNN, which they can all go fuck off. Pretty much at this point, I can honestly give a shit about them, because all they spews lies and shit and hatred. That's all they do. But yeah, it's pretty much something to do with that. The only difference is it's kind of like a New World Order, Illuminati, Freemasons type of thing with the police state and FEMA camps and everything like that. That's pretty much just what this whole movie promotes, but they're fighting against it, though. That's the cool part I like about that, so very intellectual on the Hollywood side of their spectrum. But anyways, other than that, I watch for the action and shit too, so it's pretty much, like I said, it starts off where it left off, like it did last year. It shows Katniss Everdeen, which of course is played by the beautiful, amazing, sexy, talented Jennifer Lawrence. That chick is awesome as hell, man. I've seen her in a lot of movies already. She's definitely going to be going places when she gets older. She's going to be like my generation's Angelina Jolie in a way. That's what it is. That's how big I see Jennifer Lawrence getting when she gets older, Hopefully she digresses pretty much in a nice, calming demeanor type of way. But anyways, getting to my point, what's it called? Oh yeah, they start off where they left off, and I keep repeating myself. And she gets all pissed off because the refugees or whatever, they didn't save what's his name, PETA, which of course is played by Josh Hutcherson. They didn't save him from the Capitol, so he ended up staying. He ended up becoming their mind slaves and stuff like that. And the Capitol pretty much controlled whatever PETA said. And then he made it look like he was turning against his own people in District 12 and District 13. And everyone says, "Oh, you're a liar, you're a thief, you're an a-hole, you're a traitor, you're a treasonous, you're you don't really care about any any of us that were starving out here? And then, like, you know, rightfully so, you know, because he used to be one of those poor, crazy ghetto kids or whatever in that district, and he had to fend for himself because there was nothing to eat. They were all starving to death, you know. It's pretty much the whole concept of this movie is the Hunger Games, you know. Yeah, but speaking of which, oh man, shit gets really emotional in this fucking movie. I'm not gonna lie, you know, when tensions are rising, Katniss is real pissed off at the dude that plays Philip Seymour Hoffman's character. I don't know what his name is, but he actually wasn't the bad guy the whole time. He was actually the good guy. He was actually like, one of the people that was like against like the Capitol. He was really secret undercover agent, like for the rebellion, for the Mockingjay, and that's what the whole movie is pretty much swirled into one thing. Is all about the Mockingjay, which of course like Katniss has to be the Mockingjay, and then he puts stuff like propaganda into it, and that was a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie, because unfortunately that happens in real life a lot with bullshit fucking propaganda. It's usually fake as hell most of the time, you know. But this isn't a movie, so it's not real. It's fake. So yeah, I can understand. I can accept it in this case, obviously. And then what happens is Philip Seymour Hoffman, the dude that plays his character, he ends up telling her, I want you to sway the flagpole to the left, then I want you to put the gun to the right, and then say some inspirational speeches, and then like she keeps going in with it over and over and over, and they keep shooting it in this real small little tiny condensed steel type of prison cell room, whatever. And then they have all these cameras around her, and like she's trying to get it and gain her energy. It's like a movie actress inside of a movie actress inside of a movie actress that's pretending to be something that they're not. Oh man, this Inception like a motherfucker series. That's awesome though. And then out of nowhere, the dude, this one guy starts clapping out of nowhere. He's like, "Bravo, Katniss, bravo!" But unfortunately, we need to like take it up a notch, or whatever. But like, don't you like it when I'm not sober, or whatever? Or when I am sober, not drinking alcohol? Oh man, that dude's hilarious as shit. Freaking Woody Harrelson, another legendary Hollywood actor. He's still in the movie, thank God, along with Elizabeth Banks. She's the one that plays Edie or something like that. Edie, I don't know what her name was, but like I know it's Elizabeth Banks, that blonde girl, whatever. Yeah, she's actually pretends like she's a prisoner or whatever. She thought she was like in a prison cell, but no, she really wants to make fashion and arts design. She's so tied to her old ways at the Capitol because she was so used to making all these weird Lady Gaga like crazy psychopathic, psychotic, doesn't make any sense type of fashion, which is weird as hell, man. They were freaking as fuck, man. And they freaked me the fuck out too, so if it freaks me the fuck out, you know something's wrong. But anyways, excluding that part, she actually goes against like the rebellion and all that. She doesn't go against it, she's with it. She goes against the Capitol, which I was really shocked. I was super surprised. I'm surprised she didn't stay in the fancy Capitol place, whatever. She decided to trade it to the dingy thing or whatever. It was just kind of freaky as heck. Oh man. And then the dude Senate, the one that played Lenny Kravitz in the movie, he dies. So it's pretty fucking sad because he was a cool character. I liked his ass. He was awesome. Unfortunately, he didn't make it in the third movie, so I guess he got cut out. So that was pretty much poop right there. And then there's a whole bunch of other things that happen. Like they shoot all these arrows, as you can see right there. The guy that was that really smart intellectual one in the Catching Fire movie, he comes back, but he's handicapped, he's paralyzed in a wheelchair. It's like, oh man, I feel so bad for him now, man, that sucks. He's a paraplegic now, damn, but his mind, you know, intellectually, he's still very, very strong and courageous, even though physically he's not anymore, but mentally he is. You know, intellectually, he's still a very smart-ass guy, and like a very good way, too. So he makes her like this fire arrow, this explosive nuclear blast arrows, which is huge as hell. She only used those a few times on the Capitol like bombers, which is insane as shit, by the way. And then like there was this one scene where they have to go to a hospital, and then Katniss or whatever, she goes in to represent herself. It's like, we're going to fight for the Mockingjay, for the rebellion. Screw the Capitol. They're going to keep destroying us. And then she comes out with this super inspirational shit. I could just feel the emotions, and my emotions just intense with her. It's just like, this is what the Capitol keeps doing. Like, they're going to burn every single one of us. And if they burn all of us, we take them down with us. Then they burned with us. It was just super inspirational. Like, oh my God. People had no idea the feels, as I felt like I was immersed with the movie, which is weird, but like, as I know it's all fake and everything, obviously, yada yada yada, it's all fake shit, I know. It's just for entertainment, yes, I know. But man, the immersion that I got in that movie, that was just some wild ass shit. I'm not gonna lie. Woo, woo, woo. Oh man, that was beautiful. It was awesome. It was everything that I hoped for. I fingers crossed it, and I risked going to see this movie, and I was damn well happy with it. And I saw it in 3D once, so I know I had to spend extra money on it. $14 was fucking worth it. Hell yes, it was. What else can I say? Yeah, throughout the rest of the movie is pretty much a lot of rebellion. And the weird part was, this was kind of like, I didn't feel like this should have been in the movie. For once, I feel like this could have just been left out. But I guess it had something to do with the book novel and the story, the physical book where you read through it. I guess, because I've never read any of the actual novels. I never I never intend on planning to. But my God, the one she was singing that one song, I'm not gonna sing because I don't want to get no copyright strikes or anything like that. But like, it kind of sounds like that music from Adele and Taylor Swift for some reason. I don't know why. I was getting those vibes like, what the hell is she doing? She's fucking singing. It didn't go with her character. I mean, she still has a beautiful voice and everything. I'm not gonna get it wrong, Jennifer Lawrence, but you stuck with movie acting. You didn't stick with singing. So I don't know. I just felt like it was thrown in there as a one-time thing, or like as a rushed-in filler or whatever. I don't know. I just felt like it was really wasn't necessary. I don't know why. And then that dude that's Chris Hemsworth's little brother, Liam Hemsworth, he's still in there. He ends up still playing Katniss, his girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. And they end up finding this deer, and she was gonna kill it, but she didn't feel like killing it. She says, "It's not even afraid of us." It's because that's because they're not used to getting killed by us humans. He says something very like emotional, sad about it, and then they have a little like girlfriend boyfriend romance type of shit I didn't give a fuck about for those 2 seconds of the movie, but the rest I did. And then speaking of which, there was so much rebellion going on in District 7. There was this one where they blew up all these mines in this lumberjack area in this big giant company warehouse, and then this other one where they threw mines at everyone and they destroyed all their houses. Just fucking wild. My God, it was just blood after blood after blood. It was just, oh man, it was blood floors everywhere, like from the capital side and like the district side. It was just fucking mind blowing, man. Hashtag mind blown in a good way for the win, you know, if you want to make that a hashtag. What else? And there was this one big giant ass scene where they blow up this big giant water dam tower, and then like they show all the little like New World Order, police state, Illuminati guys or whatever, the ones in the white tuxedos or the white uniforms. They start shooting the crap out of all the real sad, unfortunate like peasants, the real poor people. But they're rising up to go against the freaking order, New World Order, or whatever. And then like they finally go into these little bombs or whatever. They throw these bombs in these water towers for the dam, and they explode the hell out of that thing. They give them like a 10-second run, and after that, even though like 500-600 people died, there was still about 50,000-60,000 people left against only 6-7 officers. And they're gonna win, even though a lot of people had to die through the gun. But hey, whatever. It's a noble sacrifice, you know. The people rose up and they got what they deserved, and this is in a good way too. They fought for their fucking rights. That's what was up. And there's a whole bunch of other things in the movie. That's a crap ton of action. I could just go on for hours and hours about it, but I don't want to waste your people's time. And after it exploded, it just caused the whole capital that had all the electricity in there. It just all went blank. It was just gone. All the electrical grids, everything that was electronic, it was like an EMP attack. It was wild. I was like, what the hell? My jaw literally like dropped on the floor. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Oh Lord, my eyeballs were just gonna pop out of my sockets. Oh man, that was breathtaking. I loved it. I was like, yeah, woo! And then like a few other people were cheering on in the movies. I was like, yeah, right? That's awesome, huh? Good shit, man. You know, bravo to the freaking CEO, movie director that made that shit. That was, woo, man. This is probably gonna be in my top 10 best movies of 2014 of this year. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, what else can I say? Is there anything else to say about this movie? There's a lot of other things to say about it. Like the one part where they were going to rescue Peeta, Annie, and Fennec. Not Fennec, but one of Fennec's girlfriends or whatever. Or Annie Ferene. I don't know what her name was, but I know Peeta was going to get rescued too. And then he starts crying. It's like, Katniss, don't let them do this. They're going to kill all of us tomorrow morning. Run while you can. like this one scene when they were bombing the crap out of District 13 because they found their location where they were at. And Julianne Moore, she was just like this government president, female president lady. I know she's getting old as heck for movies, but she's been doing a lot more movies lately. I don't know why. You know, she did Don John, and then like she was on the side character for like that Liam Neeson movie, Flight Path, which I already did a movie review on that earlier this year. It's got about 800-900 views. I'm surprised as hell about that. What else? And then she's pretty much giving the orders and calling the shots, so that they had to go deep underground in these bunkers, like deep underground military bases. That shit freaked me the hell out. So you never know; those places could be real. I'd be mind blown as hell, like to find out that shit was actually a legit place, which I doubted. But if it was, then bravo for the people and the camera crew and the directors finding that place. What else? Yeah, and then they dropped all these roses everywhere too, so it's like they know President Snow was watching. And then like when he was having a conversation with Katniss, it's like, oh my dear sweet Katniss, we're far beyond negotiating now. I want you dead. It's crazy, man. The way he just has so much power. He's just a corrupt president in this movie. He's like, he's the villain you love to hate. Donald Sutherland, you know, he's a lot older than me. He's probably old enough to be my grandfather, where he's probably like 60 or 70, but look, dang. That dude, he takes the cake as professional villain. It's like, oh, curse you, Snow. You're just like such an evil person. Ah, man. But real good movie villain, man. That movie villain that's a movie villain done right there. That's all I got to say about that. What else was crazy about this movie? Yeah, after the whole tactical force, like, not Peter, but Liam Hemsworth's character. And then this one black dude that kind of looked like Michael Jordan, as you saw right there. It wasn't him, though. It looks a lot like the younger version of Michael Jordan. I was like, the heck, was his son in this movie too? What? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but it looked a lot like him when he was young. I was like, no freaking way, you gotta be shitting me. That's awesome, man. And what else happened? They went through these perimeters because after they launched their EMP attack, they went through like the capital airspace, and then they got into like the something resort. What was it? Victory Resort, for the people that were in the Hunger Games in part 1 and 2, for Hunger Games and then Hunger Games Catching Fire. They broke in, they could say Peeta, Annie, and Anarin or something like that. And then what happened was like, what in the world is this place? It's the tracking of beam devices, and like, it's some crazy shit, man. The way they like brighten up all these lights, and then they're throwing all these tear gases, and they're fighting all the cops and officers. They were more like what's it? You know how Solid Snake is in Metal Gear Solid? They were like doing that sniping tactical force, stealthy. They were being real stealthy and quiet and everything. But then they started fighting and everything. That shit was off the chain. That was off the hook. Thumbs up for that shit. That was epic as hell. Real good ass fight too. And then like the guy that was in the wheelchair, he's doing all these hacks to like the internet and everything, and all those broadcastings and all that. It's just freaking phenomenal as hell. And then after that, all the whole movie stops, comes to an end, and they show Peeta going crazy. He ends up trying to kill and destroy Katniss. Spoiler alerts. I gave a lot of them already. I didn't give every single one, but I did give a real important the action, the explosion, Michael Bay type of shit once. And then what else happened was they show him, he ends up destroying Katniss almost. He almost kills her, and they have to use a neck brace on her because he almost broke her neck. I was like, holy shit, what the hell happened? Is this like a dream sequence, or is it happening for real? And the movie is happening for real. And then the dude that looks like Michael Jordan says, oh, we had to get him off you. We had to sustain him in a strap chair because he's actually a weapon trying to kill you. He's like, what? So he wasn't a good guy anymore. He was a bad guy this whole time. That shit pissed me off so much. And then they show Katniss, and she's real sad and everything. She's barefoot in the ground. I don't know how the hell Jennifer Lawrence was able to pull that off with the cold-ass ground like that. She could have got sick on that set, and then it probably would have had to take them longer to make this movie. But luckily they pulled it last week on Friday when they finally released, thank God. But what else? Other than that, it was a pretty bomb-ass movie. I gotta give it 10 out of 10, 5 guns out of 5. This movie was awesome as hell. There was really nothing at the end except for the little pen thing, I can't really whistle that well. It goes ding, 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 like that. Like, something, I don't know. I can't whistle for shit to save my life. For the life of me. Yeah, they showed the Mockingjay symbol, the one that's the little pin for Katniss at the end of the movie. And this is Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 will return soon. So spoiler alerts if you're going to wait to the ending credits. I just saved you $7.25 for that thing, or $8.25. I forget how much it is for the movies. $8.50. That's what it was. But for me, it was $14 because I saw it in 3D. But it was damn well fucking worth it. Hell yes. And yeah, they did show like Peter going all crazy. He was in a strap, and she started crying. I was like, Peter, what in the hell has the Capitol done to you? And then after that, they show everyone like saying, "Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah" for District 13 after what's her name, Julianne Moore makes her little speech, and Phil Seymour Hoffman's on the side with them. Good stuff right there. Good stuff. What do I think about this whole movie overall? The plot was amazing. The story was just so captivating. There was a lot of emotional trembles. Like the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. That's how I could put it right there. It was that good. The only two small little minor complaints I would have had about this movie was when she started singing. When she started singing, how you, is there something within me? Strange things are happening. Da, 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 da. How are you? Da, 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 da. Like that song. I wasn't crazy about that. That part kind of sucked a little bit, even though it's supposed to be inspirational. It's kind of crap to me. I feel like they could have just left that out the movie. I just felt like it was a filler and that part of the movie. And then the other part where they got all busted and ambushed and everything like that, and then Professor Snow, or President Snow, he ends up destroying almost all those guys that were going after him. That's the only two parts I had like a problem with this movie. There's small little nitpicks, but overall, straight out A+, 5 guns out of 5. Highly recommend you see this movie. And then tomorrow I'm going to be doing Interstellar, but I might have to do another video on my Nintendo Free 2011 channel that has something to do with Pokemon card openings. It's going to be old ones, just in case you're into that. I'm going to be opening Boundaries Cross, Phantom Forces, and Furious Fist. I'm going to be doing all three of those. If you want to check that out, I'll put it down in the description box below. So I know a lot of you people that are Pokemon fans will love it. But like I always do say, is what it is, ain't what ain't. See you when I see you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Wherever you're at around the world. Don't drink and smoke weed at the same time. Don't do anything reckless. Keep it calm. Keep it cool. Keep it chill. Keep it elective. All that good stuff. And until then, next kind, guys. Peace out. I'm gone. I'm out like sauerkraut. All that good shit. And yeah, you guys take it easy. Stay safe. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Take it easy, ladies. Goodbye. I'm out. Deuces. And you guys stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, I'm out of here, people. See you later. Goodbye.